Antonio Gilb interviewing Mr. Carlos Guerrero, and the location is 4617.
Okay.
Okay. And this is Antonio Gilb interviewing Carlos Guerrero. The location is 4617 Raintree in Austin, Texas. The date is October 19th, 1999. And first of all, can you tell me when you were born and where you grew up?
I was born the 4th of June of 1922
And
when in Calvert County,
um,
outside of Lafayette, Texas.
so what's your family like there? What's your family like?
Those farmers.
Hmm. And what did you do like on an average day there?
For a farmer, you got a plan to you got a plan to harvest
What did you farm? What did the family?
cotton.
Hmm. How much did you work?
Of course. Huh?
How much did you work?
How long did I work?
Hmm.
Well, I was 6 years old.
Hmm.
But I didn't work too much because I didn't. I was too little.
Did you have any brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I got 6 brothers and 2 sisters.
What were their names?
Their names?
Hmm.
Well, the older was Silverio, Gilberto,
Hmm.
Ricardo, Luis, and Emilio.
And what were your parents? They were farmers, right?
I don't tell you.
What did your parents do?
But they're farmers.
Farmers, yeah. And did your family have to struggle economically?
Very much.
How so?
Well, since we pick cotton since July till Christmas,
Hmm.
all over.
What did you do for fun as a young adult?
What did I do
For fun.
for fun?
Hmm.
Play ball with a rag ball.
What was the game? How did the game work?
How did the game up? Well, did the game end there or begin?
Yeah. Both.
Well, it was played in the street,
Hmm.
and it was no fun. It was playing with a red ball,
Hmm.
a homemade ball.
So is it kind of like baseball, though?
Yeah,
Hmm.
right there's some baseball. See,
Hmm.
I'm gonna play Sunday.
So, did you like baseball as a kid?
Yeah, right. Look at the picture. That's baseball.
How about what position did you play?
I caught,
Caught? Was that your
played
favorite?
second base and right field.
Did you follow the major leagues at all?
Waiting for the World Series.
What was your favorite team?
Not the Yankees.
Not the Yankees. So, what are some memories of your childhood?
Excuse me.
Some other memories of your childhood. What else do you remember about it?
Well, my daddy and I, before I went to the service, built fences in Buda, Texas, with Cecil Ruby. And from there, I went to San Marcos and worked with my uncle. And from there, I went to the military.
Tell me a little bit about your school years. Like,
School years?
Where'd you go to school?
I went to country school between San Marcos and Carl. It's called Blanco School.
What was it like there?
Well, it was one room for I don't know how many students, but 40 students was one room. So it was no fun.
No, why not? Why didn't you like it?
Well, I didn't not that I didn't like it, but it's not like I say. Well, naturally, time changes everything because it does. And the next school I went to was in Carl, Texas, in 1936.
And how many years were you in school total?
I went up to the 4th grade.
4th grade.
That's
And
it.
why did you drop? So you dropped out?
I didn't drop out. They said, don't come back.
Why?
And I wasn't mean either.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I got in trouble. But like I say, I went to work with my daddy, and not that because Because our family been working since the cows come home. And, but work won't hurt nobody.
And was and how about your brothers and sisters? What grades did
Okay,
they
like I say,
reach?
my oldest brother left for the service in 1939, and he went to their army. And then I enlisted in 1942. And my brother Gilbert, right there, he enlisted in the Navy in 1942 too. And like I say, I saw my brother overseas. And we came home in November of 1945. And we both got my youngest brother Gilbert came home before we did, and then Sam, and then I was the last one. But we were together, and then I got married December, December January 6th of 1946.
And well, to go back, how about with the school? What was the racial makeup of the school?
Well, there was all Latins
Mm-hmm.
or Mexicans or whatever you call them, or Hispanics, because we got too many names, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we got along. It was no problem.
And did you see Anglos a lot? Would you run into a lot of Anglos as a kid? Would you have
The only English I run into, because I went to the CC camp. I know you know about the CC camp. My brother did too.
what's that?
Civilian Conservation Corps in Arizona, and my brother did too.
Mm-hmm.
I was there for 18 months, and we got disbanded when they worked. That they were recruited for the not recruited, but drafted for the war, for the World War II. And from there, I went to California. So what is?
And so, what do you remember happening, like around the country and the community when you were at school? Like as growing up, I mean, just growing up.
Well, like I say,
Or
it was no school. I mean, I was 20 years old when I enlisted in the military, in the army. Get that boat. And like I say, if I'd had education, I retired as a colonel. I would have, because I would have. But no, you ain't got no education, you, that dog ain't gonna hunt. So, but I'm 76, 77 years old, but I enjoyed every minute of my life, except because it hasn't happened to me. It's too bad. I just don't want to talk about them. It's no good.
Mhm.
But
Tell me a little bit about the 40s. What were you? What do you recall about the time when the war started?
when it started in 1941, December 7th,
Mhm.
I was in San Marcos
Mhm.
in the picture show.
Mhm.
And, the newsreel,
Mhm.
sorry, but we're in war, so go home. And that was it. And then I finally took a flat in the weather 20th of 1942.
And how old were you at that time?
I was 20 years old, like, what was it, December? I was 19 at the time when the war started. So when I enlisted, I was 20.
And what did you know about the war at that time? Did you know anything about what was happening in Europe at that time?
No, all I knew that Hitler was raiding hell,
Mhm.
and they were running. They run over uh, Poland, France, Holland, and a bunch of countries up there.
So where did you learn about was happening? Where was your main source of information?
What did I learn?
Yeah, where did you find out was happening? Like, how did you find out about Pearl Harbor, the Japanese?
Well, the news.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know, the newscasts or the news video.
And so in 1942, you signed up for in
I enlisted. I enlisted.
which branch?
The field artillery,
The what?
the army of, but in the field artillery.
Hmm.
Field artillery. You know what field artillery is, don't you?
No.
Well, it's doughboys. That's the infantry.
Hmm.
Field artillery, ordnance, maintenance, and communications.
And so where were you stationed when?
I took my basic training in Camp Roberts, California,
Mhm.
and then came to Fort Sill, Oklahoma, and from there we went to Camp Shepherd, Mississippi, and from there we went to New York.
And so, how many of your brothers joined the military for this?
We were three of us,
Mm-hmm.
three of
All
us
three.
that served in World War II.
Mhm.
But I had, like I say, my grandma had 27 grandsons,
Mhm.
and what, three or four great grandsons in World War II. One prisoner in Germany. One prisoner of war.
Do you know what happened with him? How?
Oh, he still lived. He got a bunch of money because the prisoner they don't get paid. You know,
Mhm.
no pay.
And so when did you first how when did you first see action during the war?
I saw action when we went to France, and then we got to Germany. I think it was Metz, France. Metz, German, excuse me,
Hmm?
in Germany. And then we went to the Rhineland. That's what they call it. And then when the war ended, I was in Austria.
Mhm.
In Austria.
And so where were you position? Where were you stationed? Like your different. Were some places in Europe that you fought in?
Well, like I say, Germany and Austria because we fought in Austria.
Mhm.
And then, the Rhineland is Germany. Germany.
How'd you get along with the other people in your division? Was there
Well, it was a battery.
Mhm. With the battery?
No problem.
Was the racial makeup of them?
Well, all I can say, as we say, you don't get along, you ain't gonna get nowhere. And I was in where the concentration, where they had all those prisoners, the starving, the Holocaust.
Mhm.
I was right there. We liberated some people.
Tell me tell me a little bit about that. What you saw?
Well, that's something that I hate to say it, but that's when I thought somebody was going to kill some. I was driving, and I had a platoon sergeant
Hmm.
from Pennsylvania. He was racist to the wind. You know what that is, don't you?
No.
Little tipsy.
Hmm.
And he called them, let's say, he called them a nigger.
Hmm.
And you know what he said? I'm going to kill you. And he was a major. And that was direct to me as his major. Why don't we get through with his war or what we're doing here? And when you get his phone number or address, and after that, you can kill him. Don't kill him here.
Hmm.
Because we need him. And he's lived drunk. Because the truth is the truth. I was a corporal then. I was, like I say, I was driving drunk. But I thought, he pulled his 45, and I says, please, don't do it. Because we're in the same war. What, you don't kill your own people. And like I say, it was not good, right, rough. But he understood me. He listened to me, and I appreciated that.
And so tell me a little bit about Patton.
Well, like I say, he gave 2 speeches before we crossed the Rhine, and he says, well, anybody seen the movie can tell how he wasn't mean. He was respectable. He done things. There's no prisoners. Kill them all, because they cost money. But to myself, like I say, I tell anybody, you surrender, and you kill anybody that surrenders. That's not right, because that's murder. And we took a bunch of prisoners, and no, it's no picnic, no party. But the thing is, if we lost the war, a lot of people, we wouldn't be here, because we'd be talking, speaking German and Japanese, because that's the truth. I go to the beer joints. I drink, have my beers, and they say, I wear my cap. Beer just flows. Hey, you done another thing for us. So here, there's the more. So, but like I say, I don't talk about it. And all my, like I say, and after we came back, and my brother knew here, and 2 more. Everybody joined the Air Force. They're all military. In fact, I have right now his son is right there. His name is Carlos Guerrero. He made a lieutenant the 22nd of January, yeah. And he enlisted too. He's in there for 4 years, I guess. And he's stationed in Fort Hood right now. But we've been military family before, by the way. In fact, my grandma we had an uncle in World War One, but I didn't know him. He's right where is he? Right there. That's his name. That's him. Frank. I didn't know him, but what look at that? It's just everything is beautiful, like America is. America is beautiful, but sometimes we abuse it, and abuser is not good, because you know that the abuser is not good. Whatever you abuse.
Like, how do you think we abuse it?
Man,
How do you think we abuse? How do you think we abuse it? The U.S.
what people that like a thief, as long as you get away with it, you could keep on doing it till you get caught. But when you get caught, it's it for a while. Why do you think the prisoners are full of inmates? Why?
Why?
Because no, like those shootings in Colorado or wherever it happened, they were not the kids, they're the parents.
So, can you tell me what your family, friends, and neighbors thought about your serving in the forces and the military?
Well, like I say, I came and joined the National Guard. That's where I retired from. Right there, that picture there. That picture there. I wrote for that man. He fought in Japan. You have you heard about the Bataan March?
A little bit.
Well, I'll show you. Right here.
Oh, it doesn't talk. S.
Okay. That's the Bataan Death March.
And your brother was
My oldest brother,
Mhm.
he died. And right there, see, we buried him at Fort Sam Houston.
Mhm.
He used to live here with me. He died here with me, and with my brother Louis. And he wanted to recremate it, but Louis and my sister-in-law said no. And then we made arrangements that to take him to Fort Sam Houston. That's where he is, Fort Tempest.
And so you were telling me the other day that you went to the Nuremberg trials?
The what now?
The Nuremberg trials?
Oh yeah. Okay. After I came home, I got married, and they sent me back to Germany. But I got into I was an artillery when they put me in MPs, and there was a tryout for a battalion baseball team, and I made it. And that's where the headquarters was, and that's where I was. They sent me to Nuremberg, and that's where they were trying the Nazis criminals, and I was right there.
So what are some things to remember about it?
When I heard when Goring, Air Force commander, he took a pill and died in cell, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard now. That's it. But and the rest of them, I guess, gassed them or done something to them. But there's still lots of Nazism, Ku Klux Klan here. Ain't no way, no. Too many Hitler leftovers or followers or whatever. But
Yeah. So how did you can you say it again? How'd you you were in, how'd you get there again? You were
what now?
how'd you get to Nuremberg again?
To Nuremberg?
Uh-huh.
Because I was stationed in Salzburg,
Uh-huh.
and they put a notice on the bulletin board. You know what a bulletin board is, right?
Mhm.
Anybody who wants to work trials for the baseball team is welcome. So I did, and I made it.
Mhm.
And that's why they transferred to Nuremberg. And that's how I got there. That was in '46.
So did you actually go to watch the proceedings there?
No, I never did. The trials, you mean?
Mhm.
No,
No.
we never did. No, we went to practice and played
Mhm.
and went to the Red Cross and like I say, I came home. I got married and I came home. I didn't know my boy till he was 4 months old. My oldest boy. I got a 53 years old boy. He was 53.
Mhm. And so when did you marry your wife?
Then
When did you meet your wife?
I met my first wife. I've been married twice.
Mhm.
I met her in Arizona. Back in 39 or early 40. And I stayed in the CC camp for 18 months. And then I came back and went to marry her. And then when I came home, like I say, they sent me back to Germany.
How did you meet her?
In the dance,
Mhm.
the New Year's dance. Yeah,
Yeah. Years 1939, you said?
yeah. And then there's a mining town there, and the Globe in Miami, in Arizona. She lived in Globe, and we used to go play ball in Miami. But they used to have dances in Miami too, and that's where I met her. On New Year's Eve dance.
And so what was it like having to leave her to go to Europe to serve in World War II?
Well, my friend, you make a commitment, how does it feel? Don't feel good, but you got to aguantar la vara. You know what that is, don't you?
War.
Just, commitment's a commitment. I mean, you don't do it, you do away war or whatever, you renege it. And that don't work.
And when was your son? When was your son born?
My oldest son was born December, wait a minute, January. No, he was born the 12th of October of 1946, Columbus Day. Columbus, because that's October 12th is Columbus Day. He was born that day. Yeah.
And so so what were some other things that you remember happening during the war? Like fighting? Oh.
The only thing I remember that like one time when we were moving, and I think it was a French into France. A Frenchman, it's lots of bicycles. They rode, and I had a machine gun mount on my truck, and he hit it, and right there.
What did you do? What?
I said, I stopped, didn't try to stop, but the machine gun mount killed him. He hit my truck, and we stopped him. See what we could do, but you're in war. It's war. But like I say, war is no fun. It's no picnic. It's no way, no, as they say.
And so, would you say that the war changed you?
Changed me?
Uh-huh.
Well, not the way. Is I believe God. And all I can say, when I wake up and I see light, I thank God for it, because I gave it another day. Because he says it'll be wars and rumors of wars. Because it will. It's still you put one fire out and two more come up. Because that's it. But we can't take care of the whole world. It's impossible. But they're supposed to call us peacemakers. We are, in lots of ways. But all I can say, I'm here, and I lost two brothers, and we're still four of us left.
Voice for I'm gonna take my blasts on two.
And that's my mother, and that's my son, and that's my other son up there, and my two little grandsons.
I'll take a picture out.
Okay.
So how did World War II change your life?
What now?
How did World War II change your life?
Well, my friend, I was an adult. An adult, you change your mind or your weight, whatever. If somebody does me wrong, what do you say? Turn the other cheek. I never had no problem with nobody. Nobody. If I can help, I'm not going to destroy or abuse or whatever. Well, I help my neighbors or whatever, and I lived out there where I've been here 3 years because my wife and I are separate. She told me to get the hell out of Dodge, and I did. And, but she put her, you know what a deposition is, don't you?
What?
Deposition?
No.
Well, don't get involved. And no communication, no phone calls. So I said, well, okay, no problem. But the war, like I say, wars are no good for nobody.
So how did you find out that it ended? When did you find out?
In Germany?
You were in
In Austria.
Mhm.
Well, how did I find out? Because, hey, the war's over, man. The good shoot. and after the war, we was in Austria, with West Austria. We took beating, shelling from our own, the friendly fire. Well, that was friendly fire. Man, it was heavy. With the long toms. They shelled the hell out of us. Till they found out it was us.
When was that?
Well, it was May, the last days of the war, or after the war. I can't really recall, but our own friendly fire.
And when did you return home?
I returned home, like I say, I re-enlisted, and I returned home in November. And I went back.
Of 1944?
No, it was 45.
45.
45. No, wait a minute. Yeah, because the war ended in 45.
Mm-hmm.
I think May the 8th, 45, in Europe. And they were trying to get ready for us to go to South Pacific. But, but September the 20th, the other war ended in the South Pacific. And, but, I say, all I could tell you, war ain't no good. But we got to prepare ourselves. Don't get yourself caught with your pants down. Mm-hmm. Because, but I like I say, and I worked for the National Guard, and I drove for this general for 13 years, and I retired from the National Guard, military retirement.
And so when did you join the National Guard again?
I think it's February of 1946, the 5th of February of 1946.
And so why did you join them?
Well, they gave me a job, Mm-hmm. In fact, I show the man in the army right there. He's there. And I started working there, and I drove for his general. And then he died, and they gave me, I was in the kitchen, and then they gave me you know what a motor pool is? That's where they keep the transportation. That's where the motor pool. You heard about motor pools. Come on now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I ran that for a while, and I retired from there.
So now, what were some of your responsibilities there?
Well, dispatched cars, dropped them, and kept, activity, because you had to, at that time I had a colonel, flight colonel. Mm-hmm. His name is Leslie Fisher, from Elgin, Texas. And then they gave me a sergeant major. But this gentleman that I still go see him, a good man. His name is Wayne Brodovan. He came and I need a car, and he was in communication, radio, and they needed a car. He said, "Oh, you got to make a request." And, it's just a tape. He says, "Go get the car and adios." And then I told him, I said, "Hey, this guy did," because I knew him, boy. I've been doing better, yeah. That he didn't abuse or whatever. They sent him after a vehicle. He had to go to work, and I said, "Book you one," and I gave him, at love books. I mean, here, take this one. But like I say, it's not. Like I say, if you abuse of your authority, that's no bueno. No bueno at all. You know what no bueno is, don't you? No good. She does, don't you?
And so did you ever face racism after you returned from the war?
You know where Round Rock is?
Mhm.
Huh?
Yes.
Have you heard about Sam Beth's Cafe?
No.
Have you?
No.
See? Who was coming from Dallas, I was driving that man, General Barrett.
Mhm.
He was a adjutant general for the state of Texas. And he had his wife with him, and he said, "Charlie, let's stop in Round Rock and go to Sam Bass Cafe." I says, "Okay." So I knew about it. I heard about it. They would feed no Latinos there. So I says, "Well," I went in and, "Sorry, we can't feed you. We can't." I said, "No problem." He says, "I'll go talk to my boss. Tell him what happened."
Your boss in the National Guard?
Huh?
Your boss in the National Guard?
Who?
Your boss.
Yeah, he was the adjutant general. He was the boss of the National Guard.
Okay.
Next to the governor, because the governor is the main one, the governor of Texas.
Mhm.
And that time, I think it was before Jester. And I says, I can't eat here. I went back where they were, his wife and him. I says, "Why?" He says, "Why?" I says, "Well, there's a gentleman there. He says, we can't, they won't serve, Hispanics or Mexicans, whatever." He said, "Okay." He called him, "If you don't serve him, if you don't serve my driver, and in fact, he's going to sit with me and my wife, tomorrow you'll be close." So, but I didn't want to, cause any problems or whatever, but he put it in his place. That's, what the heck is that? Racism. In other words, I can't serve you because you this or you that. But that's not America.
And so did that restaurant eventually serve Mexican Americans like afterward?
Well, it's a time, like I say, my boys, my family don't know about that.
Mhm.
They're like, I read it to them. I told them, I said, "Hey, no, you guys ain't been through nothing. As they say, you ain't seen nothing yet." So, but no. And in Caldwell, that's Lockhart, where I was born.
Mhm.
Now the mayor's Hispanic. I don't know how long I've been there. I played a lot of ball there, baseball.
Mhm.
And we took Red Mexico, Monterey, played there, played here. But like I say, and here in Austin, I have no problem. No problems at all.
Why do you think that is?
Sir?
Why is that? Why do you think that is?
Well, why that is, because as you go, you learn.
Mhm.
Well, if you don't learn from a mistake, we don't learn. We don't care. We just do. We're going to do what the hell we want to or whatever. We're going to ride our horse till it'll dump us, till it'll throw us off. That's why. And Mabry, I tell you where I retired from, Camp Mabry. I seen highway patrolman, doing lunch hour, showing off. He got killed right there. But like I say, he at that time they had to learn how to highway patrols learned how to ride a motorcycle. But he was showing off doing lunch hour, and where gravel is, don't you? Mm-hmm. The motorcycle with the gravel and throwed him. He hit the cement right there.
So you think the lives of Mexican Americans were changed following the World War II?
Yes, but there's still some discrimination. Mm-hmm. There's still discrimination. But he come, they come. I mean, I see it because I say I'm 77 years old.
Mm-hmm. And so did you face any difficulties in your business or career because you were a Mexican American?
No.
How about so following World War II, where did you go again? I'm sorry.
So you're
here? Oh, after World War II, when you returned home.
Yeah, when I came home, I joined the National Guard. And rifles like that man there, Jim Berry. He was a battalion march survivor. He survived 5 years as a prisoner of war, Japanese.
And so, do you remember any organizations, or were you a part of any of the organizations that struggled for equality for Mexican Americans in the 50s or 60s?
Well, like I say, it's been discrimination because, this country belonged to Mexico. Till Santana sold his Heine or whatever you're going to call it. Mm-hmm. Because he did. He sold Texas. And the thing is, we hear all around the border. But like I say, my friend, America is beautiful because it's beautiful. Mm-hmm. And they say America is beautiful, right? Mm-hmm. Well, and if you don't abuse it, because abusing ain't no good. But all I can say, I'm taking along here, and I done my duty as an American citizen, and that's it. And all not only me, all the brothers, all my family.
So tell me a little bit about your family.
Okay, when when we came from the war, Mom and Daddy lived in San Marcos, and they moved here. When I came back, they were here, right here in South Austin. In fact, I lost them in 4 days apart. One of them died on a second, and the other one died on a fourth, a sixth, second, fourth. Oh, 6. Well, there's 4 days apart in 1977. That's why I retired. And June the 11th of 1977 from my civil service job. But I kept on in the National Guard till I was 60, And all I have to say, there's a storm, I'll call him up. If you need me, I'm ready.
Mm-hmm. So could you tell me a little bit about the baseball team that you were on?
Right there. Mm-hmm. Right there.
Who'd you play for?
Now that baseball team
Mhm.
was here now. Now in Germany, it was a battalion team. You know what a battalion is, don't you? Okay. And you know who beat us? The Japanese. The Japanese, because they beat us. Because Japanese thing got too much target to throw at. They too short. Yeah, they beat us. That was at Camp Shelby, Mississippi.
When?
Oh well, that before when we were overseas. That was in 40. No, in 43. Because that they dared. We left Camp Shelby, Mississippi to New York or New Jersey, and they just beat us. But like I say, I enjoyed my military life. I did. No problem. No. I can't say, well, it happened this, it happened that. The only incident that I can say in Round Rock. That's the only incident. But the men put him in this. No, we close you. But, well.
So what do you remember about the 1960s?
The 60s,
Like, for example, where were you?
I drove that man in 1960 or 50, Eddie Murphy.
Mhm.
And everybody heard of Eddie Murphy. He was a World War II most decorated soldier of Texas.
How did you know him?
Well, I was driving for him, and the man told me, you stay with him till he leaves. And I drove in 3 days. He stayed here. He was promoted in National Guard. His name was Eddie Murphy. He was. He got killed. I think the mafia got him. And the mafia said, so, he, and I done what he told me to do. And what I enjoyed, he had a baby face, but he was a good man. As they say, the good Lord served him the best. he, he, he took him. Yeah, and like I say, that baseball team there, after I came back from the war, Mr. Godea, he had 3 sons. All of them played baseball, and my brother's there, the one at the Navy, he died. He's there.
So where were you when you found out that JFK was assassinated?
I didn't hear you.
Where were you when you found out that JFK was assassinated?
Right there where I retired from.
Mhm.
Yeah. Remember when those people got killed in the university from the tower?
Mhm.
We heard it. He said, get on, and we could see the university from where I worked. And it was a disaster, man. And that guy was my sister's neighbor on Jewel Street. Was, yeah, my sister Vera.
So what do you remember about that day, the Charles Whitman?
Well, all I can say, that man was a nut. Crazy. Sure, I mean, but what they would have done I'm not sorry saying this or that, but they should have, how would I word that? honor all those dead people, or did they honor them?
Mhm.
They did. When?
Pretty with like about, I forget, a few months ago, I think, though. They have a little memorial.
The memorial. They got a memorial.
I think. I'm not sure.
Well, you don't think. Okay, like in Berkham, you know, everybody worked in Berkham. When my brother worked in Berkham, and I used to go shopping there. They're gonna make a monument. Did they make monument?
No.
Oh well, a memorial is all right, but you got a monument that you put names on them.
So, what do you think some of the improvements have been over the years in the lives of Mexican Americans in general?
Well, all I can tell you, my friend, there's a whole lot difference now than it was way back there.
Mm-hmm.
Not only was the Hispanics, the blacks, and then sometimes they hate the Jews. I mean, we live in hate. We ain't going nowhere because that's no good. Hate is no good. It's like jealousy. It's a sin.
So, what problems do you think still need to be resolved?
The what?
What what problems like with racial relations need to be resolved? You think?
Well, it's up to Washington.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, naturally we got state laws, but if Washington don't. Right now, what they're doing right now, they can't get together nothing. Do they? They argue with this and argue with my authority, and we're gonna veto this and do that, whatnot. No. But all I can say, live and let live. If you can't help, don't involve. You get involved.
And so, do you have any advice for younger generations of people? Like, what have you learned?
Get along with your neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't get along with your neighbor, hey, a neighbor ain't gonna help you.
Mm-hmm.
And be neighborly. Be neighborly. Because it says, I don't know about the Ten Commandments, there. In the Ten Commandments. But if we're not neighborly, we're not friendly, we're like on the road, the highway. There's a lot of people that don't, who cares? You see that clock up there? Huh? What is this? You can't read it?
No.
Can you read it?
Who cares?
Oh.
Look at the hours. Look at the hours. my friend brought it from Las Vegas. Because who cares?
And so, how many children did you have?
I have 4 sons,
Mm-hmm.
5 granddaughters, and I don't know how many grandchildren. I got this my great daughter right there, and up there, and some of them I don't know. I sure don't. But all I can say.
How do you think? Well, what are the names?
What are the names?
Mm-hmm.
I got Sarah and Veronica. Yeah. And I got okay. Roxanne and what the heck's her name? The oldest one. Oh.
How do you think your sons and daughters' lives have been different than yours?
Right now, my friend, you can't beat it because America has changed a lot in not a good ways. They're still hateful, as they still hate people, be bad people, and then be hate people till the day we die or whatever. But if we don't try to make it better, we should get out of Dodge, as they say, out of America, because it's no good.
So, what are some aspects of their lives that you wish you had as a child?
I was going to be adopted
Uh-huh.
from rich people, that had clout in Lockhart in Calvert County, and my daddy said yeah, but Mama said no. So, but they used to come and pick me up and take me, stay weekends with them. They were, they couldn't have no kids, and I guess I was like well, and I don't know, maybe. Uh, the thing is, you like a little pet, and it did. I used to take from Friday to uh, Sunday evenings, to pick me up and bring me home. I was about 6 years old, yeah, or 5, but I remember that.
So, what would you say the biggest change has been in America that you've noticed? I know it's a very
The
different.
biggest change has
Yeah.
been since, let's say, because World War II didn't change nothing. I mean, World War One, excuse me, did change a bit, not because, well, naturally I wasn't here, but World War II, I went through it. But what I seen, and where I work, there's still lots of hatiness and discrimination if you let it, but don't let it.
And is there anything else that you think we ought to know about your life?
Well, I'm separated from my wife. I mean, and she wants me back. I says, no, that dog ain't gonna hunt. Because Amy, I met her in 6th Street, and I'll go there every Friday or whenever somebody picks me up, and have my beers. And then everybody know Charlie. Carlos and Charlie, right? Well, and they call me Charlie Brown. And I used to go to the sport bar. That's what the dawn was, and they close it. But I go anywhere, anybody knows me. And like I say, and wear my cap, wherever, beer flows. Oh, bro.
And that was your first wife or second wife?
No, my second wife. My first wife died. She passed away. She died here. They buried in Arizona. Out there with her folks.
What was she like? What do you remember?
Well, what she like? You get involved with somebody else. I said she was like.
Don't know.
Well, all I can tell you. The thing is, from here and from here is that a difference. It's like a friend. Because from a friend from the lips ain't no good. You gotta be from the heart. Because no way no. And remember, no way. Yeah. But I still pray for my mom and daddy every night, for my brothers. And I go visit them there, and in fact, they already asked me to go to the parade and this and that on next month, on Veterans Day. We go do this, we go do that. Well, I says, let get there first. because we don't get there, we ain't gonna get there, right? I said, let's get there, and I'm good in health, and I can make it. I'll make it, sure.
And so right now, what are you involved in, like nowadays?
Me,
Uh-huh.
so prosperous,
Hmm?
so prosperous,
Mhm.
and going downtown.
And you
Yeah.
like that?
What?
And how do you like that? How do you like that?
How do I like that?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, beat that with a stick or a baseball bat.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. No. Did you take a picture of Grandma? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like I say, she's an Apache, and her and my grandpa, my grandpa was a Spaniard, and she was a Mexican from Mexico.
And did you know your grandparents as a kid?
I knew her.
What was she like?
She was tough as a boot.
Mhm.
Yeah, we used to go to our house after church, And what we church was chewing gum. She came in, pinch her ear, put that thing. Yeah, but she was good-hearted. And when I came back, like I say, it's hell with my language, whatever. I found her and her granddaughter and living on uh, floor, dirt floor in San Marcos. So I had some money, I told her name was Virginia. I said, Virginia, here's some money. Go move or do something. But I want to tell you, my daddy's family, everybody deceived her. Come in.
Sorry, guys.
You're gonna get Junior girl worse. Lisa, you haven't met the gentleman and the lady?
No, it's nice to meet
That
you.
my niece. That's Lisa.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
See,
They're like kind of puny.
Yeah, you take your medicine. Shut up. And they deceived her because she raised her granddaughter, and she got in trouble, And like I told my brother, his daughter got in trouble, You know what I'm talking about.
No.
I says, Gilbert, it ain't gonna be the first one, and it ain't gonna be the last one, right? Because it ain't. But they deceived her. But I got together with my uncle and everybody, and we didn't have no stone when she died. No stone. That's no good. And
She didn't have. Can you say it again?
she didn't have a stone.
gravestone.
A headstone. So we got together and they were pushed in, and we bought a stone, and we had a little reunion, and he asked in Maxwell, and it was nice.
Mhm.
Nice.
And anything else that we should know?
What I can tell you, my friend, I'll tell you the world. Give my health, and you can have the world. Because you can have trillions, millions, whatever. Without health, what the hell you want it for? Tell me. That's the way I think. I might be wrong, but I don't think so. And be neighborly. Be friendly. And like I say, there's no place like America, because you see it. There's no place like America. Ain't no way, Jose. But,
Yeah.
and,
you.
and we say, adios, amigos. Thank you. Her name is Cruz Lopez Guerrero. And she had 27 grandsons in World War II and 3 great grandsons, or 4 great grandsons, I don't know. But he was an Apache.
This is Mr. Carlos Guerrero's grandmother.
Man, K.L. Berry. He was a hell of a player in Texas. I wouldn't want that to one game. And I took him. Notre Dame played. I went in with a car.
These are from Mr. Carlos Guerrero's National Guard days.
Game up there. When I died.
This was Mr. Guerrero when he was young, playing in the
Oh, wow.
baseball team.
Yeah, well, but I came back.
That's good.
One of the many he was part of. The Braves 1950.
This is Guerrero.
That is Gilbert Guerrero, his brother, who died.
Yeah, that's before the D-Day. That's the 82nd Division.
So Eisenhower's son sent this picture. Eisenhower's son.
Great. I was David Eisenhower.
Okay.
That's his grandson. The one I met in
Silverio.
Silverio, right.
And he served in the
World War II, that's
World
where
War II.
I met him.
And where is this? Where is he buried?
He's buried in Fort St. Houston. San Antonio. You heard about St. Houston, haven't you? Fort St. Houston? Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's Mr. Carlos Guerrero at his brother Silverio's grave.
Yeah, 1956.
That's Mr. Carlos Guerrero. National Guard, 1956. And he was the most decorated World War II of Texas. Mm-hmm.
His brother right there.
The flag that was given by the U.S. government?
Yeah, United
when
States.
Your brother Silverio died?
Silverio Guerrero died. That's just, picture, whatever.
Mm. This is Pancho Guerrero, Mr. Carlos Guerrero's uncle, and he served in World War I.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that it?
Huh?
What's it? Is this?
That's the other one.
What does PUFL mean?
That's paid up in full. From the life member. Look. What is it? 25 years, right?
Mm-hmm. In 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is authentic World War II advertising.